This is Jeremy Ironman, and you're watching Tomahawk Talk.
Well, a ninth inning rally was enough for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as they come into Bourne Park to take the 5-4 victory here against the Bourne Braves. But we're still here for Tomahawk Talk. Troy Lynch on my right, Michael Stern on my left, and I'm Kyle Kirchville with your hosting duties tonight. But first, Troy, tonight the pitching staff for the Bourne Braves a little bit unlike themselves. Not too often do you see the bullpen give up a lead.
Yeah, no, it was a rough night for the pitching for the Bourne Braves tonight. Every single pitcher gave up a run, which is not something you normally see. They were lights out in that 6-loss streak that they had earlier in this season. But it was Brady Miller who got the start tonight. Normally, he's been lights out. I mean, he pitched 6 strong innings of no-run ball against the Harwich Mariners just a few games ago. But then tonight, he only pitched 3 1/3, and he walked 4 batters. That's something that we don't normally see because coming into today's game, he threw over 20 innings, and he only had 4 walks. So 8 walks on the total for him. Then after that, it was Norman. And then after that, it was Brendan Little who threw 3 innings, and he was really, really strong. The only run that he gave up it was a weird situation because runners were on the corners. There were 2 outs in the inning, and then Marrero decided to try to throw at a Harbor Hawk stealing to second, but it was a high throw, and then the runner on third advanced and scored the 3rd run of the ball game. And then it was a really rough night for Chad Linsman from Nebraska, something that we don't normally see. He gave up those 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning. It was Mangum in right field who got the leadoff runner out on a diving play, which was good news for the Bourne Braves. But then after that, everybody was just really hitting him hard, something we don't normally see. An off night for him. Everybody gave up a run in the pitching lineup, like I said earlier, so off night for the Bourne Braves.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Troy. An off night for the pitching, but Michael, for the most part, it wasn't much of an off night for the offense, and they really had things going in the middle innings.
Well, all the offense came in those 4th and 5th innings, and it came from those 3rd and 4th batters. Justin Yurchak and David McKinnon both had great nights. Yurchak and McKinnon back-to-back doubles in the 2-run 4th, and then in the 2-run 5th, Yurchak drives in the 1st run with a single and McKinnon the 2nd with a double. After that, though, the Braves from 5 on down went 3 for 20 tonight, weren't able to get much going, and weren't able to score after the 5th inning, which gave the Harbor Hawks the opportunity to pull off the comeback, which they ended up doing.
Yeah, the inconsistencies at that lower half of the lineup have really been something that the Braves have been working on throughout the course of the year, trying to get that lineup set up to where they can start producing some runs in those later innings and can count on those 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. But it was a loss tonight for the Braves, but we've still got some players of the game. There's still some bright spots in this victory. Troy, who are you going with?
I have to give it to David McKinnon. He had 2 doubles on the night, and he's also able to drive in 2 runs, 2 for 4, 2 runs, and he also scored 1 too. So David McKinnon, he's been hot with the bat. He still leads the Bourne Braves in RBIs with a total of 15 after tonight's ball game. So D-Mac, he gets my player of the game.
Despite the Braves' overall offensive struggles, David McKinnon has been one of the biggest reliable pieces for the Braves. He's off the board. Michael, you've got?
I'll take Cody Henry from Alabama. I think he, again, played a key role for the Harbor Hawks against the Braves tonight. He gets a couple of hits, including the big one, a 2-2-run single in the top of the 9th that lands just in front of Troy's player of the game, David McKinnon, and that allowed the tying and go-ahead runs to score. Cody continues to do a good job. The Harbor Hawk broadcaster told us before the game, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the guys you got to watch in the lineup. Well, number 6 made the Braves pay tonight, and he's my player of the game.
He definitely made the Braves pay tonight, so Troy goes with David McKinnon, the big hit guy coming from Michael Stern. I'm going to go with Brendan Little tonight. Troy, you said it, everyone in that pitching rotation, or I guess I should say the bullpen for the Braves tonight did surrender a run. However, his was unearned. Ended up with 5 strikeouts over 3 innings and got out of a big jam. That's something we've seen Brendan Little do a couple times. That's nothing new to us, but he continues to come out and continues to dominate opposing batters. So despite the rough night for the bullpen, I got to give it to the bright spot in Brendan Little. So that'll just about do it for episode number 28. I can't believe we're already at 28 of Tomahawk Talk. Thank you for joining us. We'll be off tomorrow. We're going to hit up Martha's Vineyard, I think is the plan. We're going to enjoy our off day. We hope you do the same. We'll be back in action on Friday, I believe, against the Wareham Gatemen at Spillane Field. But until then, I'm Kyle Kirchville. This is Michael Stern. This is Troy Lynch. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.